All right, you guys, I have a special one for you today. This is a brand new 2021 Hyundai Sonata. We're gonna show you around the car. Very nice car. Only driven it like a couple feet so far, but so far I'm very impressed. It has a very nice interior. I'm liking the drive too. I think it has a pretty good drive to it. Really good styling too. This back end, it's been like a little bit controversial with this light bar and these kind of like Civic looking taillights right here. But I personally think it's a very clean design. And I think it's very unique and it really stands out. I love those exhaust tips right there. I think those look so cool. But we'll keep going around the car here. Huge thanks to Piazza Hyundai of Westchester for allowing me to review this car for you guys. My channel is not the biggest, but they really took a chance on me and they went out of their way to let me review this car for you guys. So huge shout out to them. But yeah, you guys, 2021 Hyundai Sonata. This is what it looks like. This is the limited model with the 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Yeah, as you can see, this is like brand new, like right off the truck. Still has all the plastic on the seats and the steering wheel and all that. But I'll show you guys under the hood. All right. I definitely like the look of this turbocharged 4-cylinder. It doesn't have like a ton of plastic covers covering everything up. It's very cool looking. I like this little turbo logo right there. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory. You get your standard stuff in here. Close up the hood. So one thing I really want to show you guys, first of all, this is the key. It's a very nice key. Feels really nice, but this is a really cool feature. So we'll start it up. And this car can literally move on its own. Try it out here. Look at that. That is just so cool. That's so cool to watch. I mean, just seeing this in person blows my mind. Stops for you. You can even go back. So we'll try doing that. Takes a couple seconds, but once it starts moving, yeah, and it just stops like right away. I love that feature. I don't know if I'd like use it as like an actual feature. I'd probably just want to like show my friends that, but very cool feature. We'll hop in here, show you guys what it's made of. Now first impressions, I love this interior. I don't know what you call it. This like sort of like brownish colored leather looks really good. And the materials in here just feel great. Everything in here, it definitely feels like a new modern take on a family sedan. So I definitely like this interior a lot. We'll start it up here. These digital gauges, they look so cool. They look very high tech, very modern. You can control your center screen items with this little toggle switch. So you have your attention level, your trip info, your average fuel economy. It's interesting because this car is so new, it's only been averaging 13.4 miles per gallon. You change your drive mode with this big toggle switch right here. I definitely like the look of that. So you can change through sport. The gauges do a cool little graphic there. Custom. This is like where you can control like your steering and your throttle response. So you can have like the steering in comfort, but you can have like the throttle in like sport mode. That's like a really cool feature. I think a lot of family sedans do not offer something like that. I definitely like the customization of the drive modes in this car. You have smart. This is like basically it adapts to your driving style. So that's pretty cool. Get a lot of cool drive modes in this car, definitely. This is your center screen right here. Touch response is very good. You have your map right here. Very high resolution map, and this just responds so quickly. Definitely like the response of this screen. It looks very high quality too, very modern. We'll go back home here. This basically shows you your maps, radio, and weather. You can swipe over to look at all your apps. You have your phone, your radio. If you guys watch Doug DeMuro, you know this, the sounds of nature. It plays like different sounds, like lively forest or calm sea waves. It sounds really high resolution too, which I like. I've only just gotten in this car, so forgive me if I don't really know everything about it. You have your push button gear selector. This is P for park. Put it in reverse, and these cameras look very good. They're very high resolution. They give you an amazing view, and you get this above view camera, which also looks really good. Very high resolution. I'm impressed with the camera quality, and you do get a ton of different views. So this is like your top down from like above the car. This is your side view, and yeah, that's basically it. This is where you control your brightness. Yeah, very cool. Buttons for neutral and drive, but we'll put back in park here. You have a glove box over here, pretty good size, and you have a center console. It could be a little bit bigger in here, but material quality in here is excellent. The steering wheel with the leather, it feels very smooth, very high quality. These turn signal stalks, I love the design of these. They could have just given us a normal like plastic stalk like every other car does, but they have this like nice like piano black with this like plastic little housing right here. They definitely put like some thought into something that is often ignored and neglected by other car makers. So I like the attention to detail there. 2 USB ports. This is your wireless charging pad down here, and you also have a plug-in outlet. I forgot to mention this engine does make 180 horsepower, so pretty healthy number for a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. But enough talking, we'll get this thing out on the road, see how it drives. Like I said, I love these reverse cameras. They're very helpful. All right, first setting off. Like I said, basically my first time driving this car. And everything, it feels right. Everything feels smooth. Everything kind of responds how you'd expect it to. Yeah, just really smooth and precise steering. It responds decently. It has a very smooth and very linear response to it. It feels more high quality than Hyundais of the past, in my opinion. That's your lane keep assist showing me I'm going over the line there. But because these are my very first impressions, I might not have a whole lot to say at first, but this is a cool little back road here. We can try out, see how it handles a little bit. I'm also noticing this 1.6 liter turbo. It makes good power. It doesn't really have any sensation of turbo lag, and off the line acceleration is good. You know, this thing kind of like gets right up to speed, and it doesn't really feel hesitant or delayed or anything. It's got a very smooth power band right off the bat. So I'm definitely liking this 1.6 liter turbo. I have good visibility. I can see right over the front hood just fine. These pillars are really thin, and you get a good view of the back. These side mirrors are a little bit small compared to other cars that I've driven, but you can see out of them just fine, and they work fine, so I can't really complain there. It's got a pretty smooth ride, and I'm actually getting some nice feedback through the steering. On this little back road here, you can kind of like feel the road a little bit more than some cars out there. At least that's just my opinion, and so I'm definitely liking the steering feel so far. It's pretty easy to turn. It's not like heavy or anything, but it's definitely not light or numb either. I also love these cameras right here. This car so far, it just has such good technology and so many features. I could talk all day about the features in this car. Good passing power. This 8-speed automatic, it seems to respond exactly when you want it to, and it's very smooth shifting and it shifts pretty quickly. So I'm liking this 8-speed automatic. Yeah, just a very premium environment to be in. I wouldn't mind driving this every day. I think this is a very, very competitive car. If you're a tech junkie, you'll like this a lot. This car definitely is surprising me with all the features that it has. We'll try putting it in sport mode. Yes, turbo engine is really smooth, and this 8-speed shifts like really fast for a traditional torque converter automatic. I know I talk about this a lot, but it always impresses me how quick these modern transmissions like shift and how well they shift. They always keep the engine in the meat of their power band, and this car is no exception. This 8-speed automatic is really good so far, and this engine, I'm definitely liking the acceleration of it. It has good performance, good pep. You're never gonna feel like you can't keep up with traffic in this car. Definitely feels a lot more premium and a lot more higher quality than other Hyundais I've driven in the past. Really smooth ride. It is a little bit firm, but it's very smooth as well. So I like the ride quality in this Sonata. It's firm enough that you get a sense of like the road that you're driving on. It's not like floaty or anything like that, but it's also very smooth and very settled. So definitely liking the ride quality. These brakes, they respond really well. They seem to respond like right when you press the pedal down, and they have like a good bite to them. It's not like as stiff of a brake pedal as some other cars, but they do have a good bite to them, and I'm definitely liking the braking feel a lot in this car. I am hearing a little bit of wind noise, but this is a particularly windy day. So this is January in Pennsylvania. We have a lot of windy days. So it's kind of hard to say if this car is like always like has some wind noise or if it's just like the day in particular. But a little bit of wind noise. It's a little bit louder than I thought it would be, but it's not like intrusive or anything. It's still a very peaceful environment in here. We'll try out the highway performance here. We'll try to get it like above 60 and see how it does. Try the passing power. This 8-speeder responds pretty well to kickdowns. I'm not having to put my foot into it a lot to get this transmission to kick down. So I am liking the response of this 8-speed. But we're gonna try out this cloverleaf off ramp here and see how it handles. Handles pretty good for a family sedan. It definitely handles good. I definitely like the handling a lot better than the last generation. Really smooth steering. Has a really good response to it. I'm definitely liking the ride quality a lot. It's very settled. And this car, it's very settled and it's planted too. It doesn't feel like it's bouncing around or anything. It just kind of, right now it's just really gliding down the road, and it's really not giving me any issues in terms of the ride. So definitely they did a good job on the ride quality with this car. The steering actually in sport mode, it feels like pretty firm when you're going around a corner. You feel like a little bit of weight to the steering, a little bit of like inertia. So I'm definitely liking the steering feel through the corners, particularly in sport mode. Brakes feel powerful, they feel very assured and very smooth. This is a very smooth engine, and it gets up to speed nicely. It seems like most of the power happens in the low RPM too. So if you like that quick off the line feel, I do think this 1.6 turbo is a good way to go. I think this is definitely going to respond better than the standard 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. The throttle response could be a little bit quicker when you first step on it. It's a very linear feeling accelerator, and it kind of responds how you would expect it to. So definitely it's like floor hinged, and it's a little bit of a stiffer feeling throttle, but I definitely like it. Can't really complain with the throttle response. Just wish it was like a little bit quicker off the line. Yeah, this thing actually has good power. I'm very impressed with the power delivery of this Sonata. Yeah, good, like I said, really good power and really quick shifts from this 8-speed. We're gonna take it around this little back road here. I just want to get like a better sense for how this car handles. So we're gonna try this little back road, see how it does. It feels like pretty quick on its feet, like that turn right there. Kind of like just like got up and like tore around the corner. So really like not bad there. Feels very like smooth and settled around the corners. It's really pretty good. It's not like floaty or anything. It feels settled and balanced. So definitely liking the control dynamic of this car. Very precise steering. You get a good image of where the front tires are. I'm really not noticing like a whole lot of body lean or anything like that. Like I said, it feels controlled, competitive handling for sure. This definitely isn't going to offend anybody in how it drives. It's definitely a nice, modern, competitive driving feel. Maybe not like totally outright sporty, but definitely not numb or floaty either. It's definitely a nice blend of everything in this car. We are going to try normal and see how that is. See if I notice like anything different. It is tailored back a little bit, but still very manageable. Very, like, still very peppy. We're gonna try out the paddle shifters here. So the downshifts actually seem to respond pretty quickly. Upshifts take about maybe a quarter of a second, and downshifts seem to like respond like right when you push the paddle. So I'm definitely impressed with the paddle shifters in this Hyundai Sonata. Take it back here where I got it from. All right, you guys, that's the Hyundai Sonata. Smooth ride in this car. It's a little bit firm, but it's very settled and very smooth. Never feels disturbed over the bumps. Never feels really shaken by anything. So very smooth ride. I'm very impressed with it. The steering, it responds very smoothly, and it seems to give you a really good sense of where the front tires are. When you're going around corners, it feels pretty firm and pretty precise, so I like the steering. I also like the general feedback. You just get a little sense of like the road you're driving on through the steering, so I think that's good. The handling of this car, definitely near the top. It seems very settled and very secure around the corners. It's very assured handling dynamic, so I definitely like that. I was hearing like some wind and road noise on the highway, but otherwise very nice interior, just very high quality. I love the colors, and I love the screen. I love the touch response, very quick. But yeah, you guys, that's the Sonata. Once again, huge thanks to Piazza Hyundai of Westchester. Very thankful they let me review this car for you guys. We'll shut it off here. We'll hop out. All right, thanks for watching, everyone.